instructor for BATTI and a high school math teacher in Marin County, Hallie. Primary Dory students will give us a lesson on unicycle riding. Thank you, Hallie.
You're not me? I don't think you though.
First of all, congratulations to everyone. What an exciting night. 4 years ago, I left my job as a professor and went back to being a high school math teacher. And I was nervous. I had a full summer to prepare. And so I did what any good teacher would do. I spent my summer learning to ride a unicycle. I did it because I wanted to put myself in an experience where I was learning something new. And I wanted to be freshly empathetic to my future students. I knew I was going to struggle with this. I was 44, learning to ride a unicycle. So I had a fluorescent green unicycle shipped to my father's house in Nebraska. And my kids and I were visiting for 2 weeks. The first night when we arrived, I put the kids to bed because no one should see this. And the first thing I had to do was put the unicycle together. And it was hard because the instructions were not very good. But when I got it all put together, I was so excited to start to ride, and that's when I came upon my first problem. The tire was flat, and my 85-year-old father did not have a tire pump. So I had to wait until the next day to start learning to ride my unicycle. So I did what anyone would do. I went to YouTube, and I watched videos on how to ride a unicycle. That helps. It really does help. So the next night after the kids went to bed, and I had a full tire, I started my quest. And I had learned from YouTube that you support yourself between 2 high-backed chairs and you start to rock back and forth, and back and forth, and back and forth. That's all I did for the first night, and it was hard. The next day, weirdly, I could barely walk. I mean, who knew that learning to ride a unicycle would even hurt your fingers? So for the next 4 nights, I rocked back and forth and back and forth. And on the 5th night, I thought, I'm going to the hallway. So I climbed up in the door jamb, and I held onto the walls, and my first goal was to get the pedal to go all the way around. I was holding onto the wall, and I went a couple of inches, and then I fell. And it was scary. It didn't hurt. It was just scary. But I was a little bit cautious, so I went to bed. And the next night, I was excited again, and I tried the hallway, but I was a little bit more confident this time, so I went a little bit faster, and this time I fell really hard. And it hurt. My tailbone was just throbbing. And I'm laying there looking up at the ceiling thinking, this is the silliest thing I've ever done in my life. So then after about a week, my sister came to visit, and she's like, I want to see what you can do. So I took her down to the basement, and I rode in the hallway, and I went about 3 feet. I was so excited. And she looked at me, and she goes, that's it? I was crushed, but later on that night, my old college buddy Darren came over, and I took him down to the basement, and I went 3 feet, and he was like, that's awesome! So then he asked to try, and he got up in between the 2 high-backed chairs and started to rock and going back and forth, and he's like, this is hard! But I could look at him and I could see how far I had come. And so, I am not standing here before you to actually talk about riding a unicycle. I'm actually We went all the way around, didn't we? I'm actually here to talk to you about teaching and to give you some insights as you start your teaching career. So here are some thoughts. First of all, you will get flat tires. You won't always have the materials you need, and you won't always have perfect conditions. Like The one time when the day before school, my classroom had 0 desks. It's not always ideal. Sometimes you have to wait to fix your problems, but you will fix your problems. You'll find a way to inflate your tires. In the beginning, you might feel like you are rocking your wheel back and forth and back and forth and not going anywhere. But those foundational steps are what will take you places. Like, there are days when I cannot believe that I am still teaching my students how to add integers. And yet, 4 years from now, I know that some of them will come back to me and tell me in perfect English that they're passing their math class at the community college. Sometimes, then number 3, sometimes you will fall. And those falls will hurt. And sometimes you will wonder whether what you are doing is silly and whether it's worth getting back up. Kind of like the time when I taught horizontal transformations of a trig function completely wrong. And I had to come in the next day and tell my students that I had been wrong. And here's the real way to do it. You will fall. It is in these moments that I want to encourage you to remember why you wanted to teach. I want you to find your college buddy, Darren, the guy that's going to enthusiastically tell you that you are awesome. So I'm still trying to master how to ride a unicycle, just like I'm still trying to master the art of teaching. I still rock back and forth, I still fall, and I still hold on to the walls, and yet I am still inspired. And so I want to leave you with a lot of luck. Good luck as you head into your first jobs. I hope that you always have the passion and the inspiration to fix your flats, to get back up when you fall. And just like a beginning unicycle rider, I know that you will rock.